To our great товарищ Stalin. Дедушка Stalin. Иосиф Stalin. Stalin. Stalin Museum, Stalin Wagon, Stalin Architecture in T-shirt with Stalin.
Stalin.
A Stalin.
За Сталину.
Hello there, friends. Welcome to Gori, another one very special place in Soviet history, because Gori is a place of birth of very special number one man of Iosif Stalin. Let's check the city out and find some interesting places and fragments about Stalin history in this city. I'll go for walking in Gori with a legend, Italian legend. Look at this. Who is that? David, why are you interested in visiting of Gori?
I don't know. Well, I do know. There's one main reason, which is that this place is the birthplace of Joseph Stalin.
That's cool, that's cool. We're gonna visit today also Stalin Museum in Gori. Iosif Vissarionovich himself meets us at Gori station. But unfortunately we cannot visit him, so the entry is prohibited for some strangers actually. So if we cannot see Stalin here, maybe we will be able to find here Vladimir Lenin, for example. Oh my goodness, friends, look at that! This is Vladimir Lenin coming to us. It's one of the most common series of electric locomotive with direct current in Russian railways, in post-Soviet railways mainly, yeah? And it was produced in Novocherkassky locomotive building plant nearby with Rostov-on-Don, and also it was produced on the local Tbilisi locomotive building plant. But actually after Soviet Union collapse, the letters V and L, Russian letters, were put down in Georgian railway, but on the Russian rail is still existing. Security service especially for us opened this room with a statue, so really magnificent statue of Stalin. Take a look at this. А что вы думаете о нем?
Хороший?
Хороший? That's something strange going here.
За Сталин. Он сказал за Сталину, а detto che dobbiamo brindare a Stalin.
Wow. Это что, водка?
Это чача.
Чача?
Не больше для меня.
А у него?
Давай.
How is that?
Чача, да, хорошо, пьем.
Хорошо.
Это тоже был фотография. Нет, это был.
А когда закрыли залу ожидания?
Много лет.
Значит, она была открыта, чтобы люди могли посмотреть и ждать поезда, а потом закрыли. И чтобы сохранять, надо сохранять.
Я сохраню.
Ага. И есть люди, которые хотят демонтировать? Да, ладно. Хотят демонтировать. Есть люди, которые не любят Сталина.
Да, не любят.
Но вы любите.
Да, я живу.
А большинство людей в Горе любят Сталина. Уважают, можно так сказать.
Уважают, да.
Хорошо.
Я уважаю. Здесь родился. Здесь.
Понимаю.
Скажите, а что вы думаете о Сталине?
Что думаем? Наша прикров, что Сталин. Сталин забил, ძალიან как софрикров. Ძალიან кайкаци იყო Сталин. Очень хороший человек.
Очень хороший
Для
человек.
грузинов,
Для грузин.
да. Ни один немец сюда не пустил.
That's the downtown of Gori, and it seems like a city Radusha. And in previous Soviet time, on this place was located, I'm sure on this place was located the monument in honor of Iosif Stalin. But nowadays, on the place where was staying its monument, just waving a Georgian flag, European flag, and seems like a flag of Gori itself. That's a souvenir spot with different Stalin, which you liked more. You can choose what you liked more. For example, this old, or I don't know, just a small figure of Stalin, young Stalin, the mother of Stalin, or just a very, very young Stalin. Here is literal Koba here. Koba. It's his nickname was when he was so young. And maybe a t-shirt with Stalin.
Интересно.
А вы что о нем думаете?
По-русски не знаю.
Ну, вот так или вот так? Сталин вот так или вот так?
Сталин, вот так.
Мадлоба.
Сталин.
That's interesting what's in the youth. Stalin has a nickname of Koba. Koba, its origin might be from the name of Jacob, or in Georgian manner is Jacobi. And it seems like a link with French Jacobins, fighters for the freedom during the Great French Revolution. And it was some kind of link with him, also like a fighter against Russian monarchy. Gori is rich for Stalin architecture in general too, so how it could be in our. And in this building located Stalin Museum himself. Well, finally, let me bring you inside this museum. Wow, it's interesting. Here is restricted to film anything. No. А почему нельзя? I don't know why, but local staff restrict us to film a video. But still they allow us to take some shots. All in all, in best Soviet traditions. Dedushka Stalin, like a defender of Soviet people, presented a victory to the whole Soviet Union. The newspaper Pravda, literally translated like a truth, the most reliable source of delivering the propaganda to population. Where are you from?
Germany.
Why you are so interested in visiting such a museum?
Well, it is part of our history, and therefore I think even if you have not a positive opinion of this person, you have to accept that he was one of the main leaders of the past century. And therefore, if you are here I wouldn't come here just to visit the Stalin Museum, but if you are passing by at the birthhouse of Stalin, I think you should have a look at it and see the history.
Danke.
Bitte schön.
This is the copy of Stalin cabinet located in Kremlin. Pretty many of Stalin in this place. Let's leave it as soon as possible. There is no place where I can hide from him. The personal Stalin wagon where he was carrying So in general, this museum very respective to Tavarish Stalin, and as local staff said me, it was opened in 1937 year. Stalin himself died in 1954 year. That's 16 years this museum was working during his life. And you know, this museum was opened literally like a present from Communist Party of USSR, like a present to our great Tavarish Stalin. No any additional words about it. In 0808 and once again 08, the life in Gori changed dramatically. The town was occupied by Russian army for 5 days, and as a remnant, local artists painted the suffered wall, left the traces from bullets like a scare. We couldn't refuse to ourselves in chance to go 30 kilometers from Gori and to see Samochablo region by our own, thanks to our driver Georgi. Unfortunately, Georgi spoke bad Russian and we couldn't make a deep dialogue, but still we did a bit.
Эти горы — это уже Цхинвали.
Да, Цхинвали.
Южная Осетия.
Грузия, Марат.
Грузия.
Грузия.
Оккупированы,
да.
Как Абхазети. Абхазети, Самочабло.
Это Самочабло.
Ага, да.
We will try to get at least to the village of Erganeti, where is located some kind of a war museum in honor of, it seems like, of this Russian-Georgian war in 2008 year. So let's see what we will find there. We're chasing Russian cargo with a tank, T-34 tank, Russian tank, literally on the border with Samochablo. Russian cargo truck.
No, the T-34 is a sticker, right?
Look at the sticker. Грязный танк в бою не виден. Dirty tank in the fight is invisible. Там могут похитить, украсть человека.
Украсть, да.
Могут человека украсть.
А как можем делать? Ну, если мы гуляем просто по грузинской поселке, будут проблемы, нет? Если мы на грузинской стороне.
На грузинской стороне граница. Там граница.
Ага. До границы нормально.
Да.
Окей, хорошо. Мы не хотим проходить границу.
Да.
Просто хочу уточнить, что в грузинской стороне, где грузинский контроль, все нормально.
Все нормально.
Okay.
David, what's your feeling about to be able kidnapped here?
I'm not as worried about being kidnapped as I am, I don't know. I just feel the tension here because there's very few people around. I do know that we are probably being watched right now, either by the Georgian police or by the Russian army, or both. And we both are walking around with camera, filming stuff that we probably shouldn't film. So let's just see what happens.
Finally, here we go, in Erganeti. This is the last one, settlement where we can get easily and freely. After it is going with the border control with Georgian police, and after it is area already controlled by Russian military troops and South Ossetia itself. So, right from this place we can observe Tskhinvali city, in honor of that named the name of region itself. So take this.
Закрыто.
It's clear that Erganeti is not so crowded place, but I managed to find local granny telling me her remindings about the war.
Когда бомбы იყო, я
здесь, там, здесь.
Вы жили тут?
Да. Მაგრამ მე უკვე გავიქეცით. უკვე შემოვიდნენ და გავიქეცით. Ცხინვალი работаю.
Вы работаете там?
Да.
А кем вы работаете?
ცეხი იყო. კატარტების არაღაცა კრიშკებს ვაკეთებდით რამე იქ მუშაობდი და все ასეთიანკა იყვნენ მუშები იქ. და ცოტა ვისწავლე. ჩვენი ბავშვები კიდევა, девочки, мальчики, там учиться ცხინვალში тоже.
То есть они живут тут, а учатся там?
სწავლობდნენ მაშინ, როცა კარგად ვიყო, მშვიდობა რო იყო. სწავლობდნენ იქა. ნუ ჩვენ კარგად ვიყავით ერთმანეთში, ცუდად არ ვიყავით.
Those buildings with green roofs already is a Russian military base in Tkhinvali. What I realized after visiting Samachablo region as Russian. First of all, in Russian language you have not an idiom, just a colorful statement. Сами хорошо не живем и другим не даем. That literally translates like, we don't live a good life and don't let others to live their own. And here is also I want to mention smartness of Georgian people, how we able to differentiate Russian people from Russian government.